Well, hi everybody, welcome to Oshun Yemi's channel. Today I'm going to talk about the four horsemen of the apocalypse. The reason why I'm talking about the four horsemen of the apocalypse because I have this notion that how what's happening now is what was I really have this thinking that how containing to the presidents and all that are all to do with the four horsemen of the apocalypse. And I know it's a bit far-fetched, but I thought I'd just do a little download on it. I've been wanting to talk about this for a long time. Once again, it's one of those subjects where I've been wanting to talk about. I never have a lot of people so I can talk about it. But this is one of the subjects because what we're actually going through is similar to the apocalyptic kind of situation. Poverty, what's the next one? Illnesses, all that. I think is all to do with it. So I just thought I'd do a download on it basically because I think this is all information that should be out there. I mean, and probably other people's done other videos on this information, but I really think this is one of the biggest ones that needs to be out there because to deal with the bioweapon, what's going on now, etc., the illnesses now, is all linked up together. I do believe they are all linked up together, but anyways, I'm just going to go and show you my screen. Now, this is the four horsemen of the apocalypse. This is an article, well, a biblical science to it, really. The four horsemen of the apocalypse is often referred as the four horsemen, are figures in the Christian scriptures appearing in the New Testament, the final book of Revelations, and Apocalypse, written by John Pasmos, as well as the Old Testament, the book of Zephaniah, in the book of Ezekiel. It's a prophesied book where they are named as the punishments from God. Revelation tells of a book, a scroll in God's right hand that is sealed with the seven seals. The Lamb of God, the Lion of Judah, opens the first four of the six seals, which summons four beings that ride out on white, red, black, and pale horses to Zechariah. They are described as the ones whom the Lord was sent to patrol the earth, causing it to rest quietly. Ezekiel lists them as sword, famine, wild beast, and plague. In Revelations, the first horseman is on a white horse carrying a bow, given a crown, riding forward as a figure of conquest, perhaps invoking pestilence on Christ or the Antichrist. The second carries a sword, rides a red horse, and is the creator of war. The third is a food merchant riding upon a black horse, symbolizing famine. The fourth and the final horse is a pale green. Upon it rides death, accompanied by Hades. They were given authority over a quarter of the earth to kill with sword and famine and plague, and by means of the beast of the earth. So this is the biblical side of it. Okay, let's read about the Antichrist. While for nearly 19 centuries, Christians had thought that the first horseman was a positive figure representing either Christ or the gospel, a completely different interpretation of this character emerged in 1866 when C.F. Wilby defended the first hypocrisies that he was the Antichrist, and more accordingly, him, Napoleon Bonaparte. It was taken over from the next generation in the United States by R.F. Franklin in 1898 and with W.C. Stevens in 1928, and was then very successful in the evangelical circles until today. For example, Pastor Billy Graham, for whom it was the Antichrist or false prophets in general. Now we hear about the Antichrists and diseases, the pestilence. Okay, we're going to focus on one of the horses, I think. We focus on one of the horsemen. Focus on one of the horsemen. Okay. Right, as we know that there was said that there might be a World War III. So, because it's short and sweet, we're gonna look at war. In the Bible, the white horseman is said to symbolize original war, which may possibly be exercised on righteous grounds in decent manner. Hence the white color, but still is devastating. The red horse then rather more symbolizes civil war. Under another interpretation, I'm reading the diseases now. The first horse is called pestilence, and it's associated with diseases and plague, infectious diseases and plague. It appears at least as early as 1906 when it is mentioned in the Jewish, the books. This particular interpretation is common in popular culture to the four horsemen. I'm trying to find more links. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I could find an image of them. Hopefully no one's not gonna interrupt. Don't know whether it's showing clear. Doesn't seem to be showing clearly. There we go, that's a better picture. These are the four horsemen. These are the four horsemen: pestilence, poverty, war. It's simple. I think there's certain symbolisms in certain things, so that's how I look at things anyway. So this is another image. I think images, there's a lot. I like images because the people's visions of things is really interesting. Oops, can't see it that way. Can't see that one very clearly. What else one can I show you? Even these one. This is very nice image. So I basically think that how this is the time of the Antichrist and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not Christian, but I'm just saying, looking at what's going on with the world, all these murders, everything's happening quickly. I mean, there is end of the world cults out right now and everything. So there's a lot going on. I basically really think that how the four horsemen is at play at this present moment. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just thinking this is something that I think needs to be talked about as well, even though it's to do with Christianity. But I'm sure there is another side to this story. So when you look into the four horsemen and what they represent as well, it's like the so-called Beastmas, where Scrooge sees the ghost and he's the gluttony ghost, and underneath his cape he's got children that's got poverty and all this stuff. So I definitely think I shouldn't even say the word, the C19 have something to do with most of the stuff, what's going on, presidency, everything. Jehovah's Witness always talks about this stuff, the end of the world stuff, so I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, by the way, so don't get it twisted, but I'm just saying that how still, like, the four horsemen represent a lot, and it is actually literally playing out in front of you, in front of your eyes. So you have to open your eyes to a lot of things, false prophets, all that coming up, the Damien kind of madness coming on. So, like, I've read what I need to read and I said what I need to say. And I'm just going to say, have a good day. Please like, comment on the video, because I'm sure other people have other opinions on the four horsemen of the apocalypse, because no, it is like right about now, it's like the end of the world is near. Doom, everything's happening in a kind of a way. I mean, so with that said, I think I'm going to come off and have a good day, good afternoon. I'm not going to lengthen or tarry on this thing. So take care. Thank you. Bye.